Yo, what's good? It's your boy G Rich, man. Here with another workout. So today was a true push day. So I did chest, shoulders, and then of course triceps are included in that push day, but I also added some biceps at the end. So I started the workout with a superset of flat bench barbell press and dumbbell curls. The goal on these was to get to a decent weight, but I wasn't trying to like skimp on the lightweight either. What I mean by that is I wasn't trying to like do like, like one or two reps at lightweight to save a lot of energy. I started off with like 135. I did two sets of I think 8 reps, and the full workout will be in the description. And I think I was using 35-pound dumbbells, and I was doing the same amount of reps, so 8 to 10 reps on dumbbell curls. And then I just kind of increased the weight as I went along. And I was basically doing the end reps, Now, not with the 135, like I could have done more reps with that. So I was trying to save a little bit of energy, but again, I was trying to do a decent warm-up, right? So I wanted to do enough reps to really get the joints nice and loose, really pump some blood into the chest. So, I feel like that sweet spot is like 8 reps, right? It's not too much, it's not too little. So you can still get a decent warm-up, still put a little bit of stress on the muscles, but not overtax it before you, go up in the weight. So that's what I did. And I think this ended up being like 7 or 8 sets. I didn't count these 135s as like working sets. So I really had about 5 good working sets. And now you see I got the Gymshark stringer tank top on. I got to throw the wraps on the wrists. I got to throw the sleeves on the elbows. So it just makes sense to take that pullover off. And I like wearing these shirts when I do shoulders and even back sometimes. Like I like wearing these because I can really see the muscles. So it kind of like it gives me like that extra motivation, like when I'm getting a good pump. And I can see the striations like in the shoulders and in the upper chest. Like it just makes me push it a little bit harder. So as you can see, I'm at 225. I think I went about 8 reps on that. And again, like I'm going up on the barbell press, so I'm going up on the dumbbells as well. What was that weight right there? What is that? Like maybe 40, 45 pounds. I can't make that out. And I'm trying to watch the video as I commentate. But again, it's all written in the description. So even the stuff that's not shown in the video, like, because I never record like every single set. Because sometimes, especially when I'm by the dumbbell rack, like, there's people over there. I'm trying not to be like in the way. I'm trying not to like get people in my videos. So not everything is recorded. But I did get all of these bench presses recorded. So now I'm at 245. I'm sorry, yeah, 245. So at 245 now, still decent amount of reps. At this point, like, the chest is starting to feel it, right? Like I still got a lot left in the tank, but when it comes to like being able to really push heavy weight, there's a method to that, man. Like, and sometimes you got to take a whole lot. You got to add a lot of extra time to your rest periods, or you got to really like go light when you're trying to like, warm up. You got to really keep it light if you really want to go super, super, super heavy. So my goal was not to go super, 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 super heavy, but that's all relative, right? So 225, depending on how taxed I am, could be super, 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 super heavy. So a lot of stretching in between sets, especially, when I'm starting to work out off with like this and I'm warming up with this, like a lot of stretching in between sets just to make sure that like, I don't tear anything. I like to stay as flexible as possible. So I think now we're at 265. I was debating like, do I go straight to 275? And then, I was like, nah, just, incremental overload, progressive overload is fine. One day I'm going to come back and I'm going to really go for those PRs, but today ain't that day. Like that's not where I'm at right now. I'm really focused on building as much muscle as possible. I just started doing my meal prepping again. with the goal of like, really trying to like limit the calories in a sense, not super deficit, like where I'm really trying to cut, but I'm just trying to have like good habits across the board, right? But of course, like I do that. My wife bakes a bunch of pies, so it's like I gotta eat the pie, right? But they sweet potato pies, so I'm getting the sweet potatoes, whatever. All right, so again, I pushed up in weight on the barbell, so I pushed up in weight on the dumbbells. I think now I'm at like 50, 55 pounds on the dumbbells, and now I'm at 275. This is the max weight that I'm gonna go on the flat bench. I'm at 275, and the dumbbells are at I think these were 60. So you're gonna see like not a lot of reps are gonna be done on this, and that's okay, right? As many reps as possible can definitely be one rep, and that's what this is gonna be. It's gonna be one rep, and I feel like I did a bunch of reps getting up to this, right? Like I pushed myself with the weight, did a bunch of reps. So at this point, like if I'm fatiguing out, and it's not so much fatiguing out because I still had some left in the tank, but I'm not trying to be out here like getting hurt, right? So I'm listening to my body. And when I do that 275 and it feels super heavy, like, yo, just do the one rep and get out of there. That's enough, right? Because you're going to see after I do that one rep, what I'm going to do next is drop it back down to 225 and I'm going to rep out, right? I'm going to do as many reps as possible on this last set. I was like, yo, you know what? Maybe I'll be done. But I said, you know what? No, let me rep out. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, am I okay? And 8 reps. So could I have probably gotten 10? Probably, right? But I didn't have a spot. I don't want to be sitting there with a bar on my chest yelling for somebody to come and get it off of me. So 8 reps was good, man. As you can see, like I had to work to get those 8 because those last couple was a challenge. So, going for that heavy weight and then coming back down to 225, which in itself is a good weight. Like, that's a good weight. Technically, I could have done all my sets with 225 and been fine and got a great chest workout. But being able to come back down and rep out for 8 reps was pretty good. I definitely see the growth, like, from where I used to be. Okay, so now I'm over to the incline Smith machine barbell press. So for these, like the weight wasn't like the issue over here. I wasn't trying to go super heavy. I wanted to start with a challenging weight. So of course that bar is only 20 pounds. So I got 180 on the bar. So that's 200 pounds, right? So again, AMRAP, so I'm going for as many reps as possible. I wanted to use this machine because I didn't want to have to balance any weight. So all I was focused on here is getting good contractions, nice and deep on the eccentric to get a good stretch, and a nice concentric contraction coming up where I'm really squeezing those pecs. It was all about reps, and it's really like, hey, I want to hit the upper chest, right? I want a chest pump, but I want to really hit the upper chest. So that's why I did the inclines, and using the Smith barbell is definitely a way where you can really like maximize the pump. You get full pumpage because you're not having to balance the weight. And then again, I'm lightening the weight as I go up in reps. I'm going down in weight, and it's just all about reps. Like I just hit it with the heavy compound on the flat bench. So now I'm just really trying to tear the muscle fibers. I'm trying to pump as much blood. This is really like I'm chasing a pump on this one. This is how you chase a pump, right? Just reps. Look at that upper chest, man. Like that shelf at the top, man. So now I'm down to I got just 245s here, right? So I'm down to like 110 pounds here. And as you see, like the lighter the weight, I can really do I can play some games with this. So I'm doing like 5 pumps at the bottom. And then I go to the top of the lift. I'm doing 5 pumps there. And then I think it was 8 pumps. Yeah, 8 pumps. And then I'm going to just rep out with 8 full reps, right? So you're going to see I counted it as 16. But I wanted to throw these pumps in here because this right here. Now, one day I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a chest workout where I'm just going to do incline Smith machine and I'm going to just pump that joint the whole time and just really see what the pump is like. Like I might start the workout with that or start it the way I did before, but every rep is going to have those pumps in it. All right, so now I'm over to high to low cable flies. Typically I like to do the cable flies low to high, but I like to mix it up. Just because I did flat bench, I did incline bench, and I do a lot of like incline stuff. I wanted to show like the mid to lower chest a little bit of love. Of course, the whole chest is contracting with this, right? But when you're doing high to low, it's more, you're gonna hit more of the lower chest. So I did 3 sets of these. There's only 2 recorded, but 3 sets. And as you can see, like, man, look at that chest, man. It's like the split in the middle is more defined. You can just see the chest is really starting to show up in this workout, man. And even like the upper chest while I'm doing these, like, I'm bringing I'm kind of crossing my hands a little bit for like 5 or 6 reps, and then I'm just bringing my hands together just to like, eccentric is important, right? Where you're doing that negative, but when you're doing a contraction, you want a good contraction on every single rep. So crossing those hands is definitely a way to really activate the chest. As the humerus comes across the chest, the pecs really are engaged. So I did 3 sets there. Now I'm on to my shoulder workout. So chest is done. Now I'm on the shoulders, and I'm going to start the shoulders off with just a seated shoulder press with the dumbbells. Started with 80-pound dumbbells. I think 80 is the highest I've gone, but I could have definitely gone higher. I think I can do the hundreds. It's just a mental thing for me, but I could probably only get that for a couple of reps. Maybe one day I might try that, but it's like, what's the point, So sometimes I just like to push myself to see what I can do, but then it's like, yo, what's really the point? Like, you kind of like almost crossing the line with the ego lifting. But so then I went from 80, 70, 60, 50, right? So I don't think all of those are in the video as well, but again, like, you'll see it in the description. As I go up in reps, like, the weight is coming down. But again, like, because you start with such a heavy weight, as you get to the lighter weight, it's starting to really tax you. Like, it's starting to feel heavier than what it actually is, or what it would be if you were fresh. So those are done. Now I'm on to the rear delt. So I went straight to rear delts because I did a lot of pressing movements. I really wanted to give the elbows, the front delts, because as you press, like, whether you're doing bench press, whether you're doing shoulder press, those front delts are like activated, man. And even if you're isolating and you're trying not to like have them involved in the bench press, you're gonna get some activation. So I figured, hey, you know what? Because I want to hit front delts, right? But I don't want to like injure them or have them be so sore that like, yo, I can't really do like quality reps. So I went straight to the decline, or the rear delt, bent over flies. And I started with a decent weight on that. I think I started with like 60 pounds, which is, I think, the heaviest I've ever gone on those. And then I'm going to go to the lateral raises, which should be starting right now. And with those lateral raises, like everything for me is quality over quantity, right? I want good reps. Sometimes like you might have to like use body motion to get weight up if you're doing super, super heavy dumbbells or whatever. There's a place for that, right? But when I'm working shoulders, like, I want quality reps. And so, man, and look at those striations, like, and I'm not even in a cut. Like, I still got a lot of fat on my body, but like being able to see that when I'm working shoulders, man, it really gets me going. Like, it's provocative. It gets the people going, right? But look at what I'm doing. Like, I'm bringing the dumbbells down in front of the body to do what? On that eccentric, I want to get like the most depth on that stretch. I can't even talk. I want to get the deepest stretch as possible on that eccentric. You can see a little bit better here. And as the weight gets a little bit lighter, like, I'm rotating those dumbbells just to really stretch that. And because I have the dumbbells in my hand, because gravity's working, like, there's tension on the delts as I bring the dumbbells down. So as I rotate them in, there's more tension on those side delts. And what that did for me, and what it's doing for me, like, I'm seeing my shoulders grow by using these types of techniques. But the pump is stupid. The pump is dumb. Like, I don't have the biggest shoulders, but compared to what they used to be, yo, like, if you go back and look at my older videos, man, and one of these days I'm gonna do some like comparison pics, side by side stuff. Like, look at that pump, man. Look at the cap. You can see the shoulders are capped. man, the pump is crazy. So if you're not, I don't know what that just did, whatever that little thing but it worked because I'm gonna actually get this set done. I think I did about 15 reps on this one. Like, man, I just look at those shoulders sticking out, man. It's kind of like, yo, when you see your body transform in front of, because like a lot of times it's hard to see your gains. That's why I like to record. Recording, a lot of people think it's vain, but, number one, recording these videos and posting them, it keeps me accountable, man. It's like, hey, you gotta go work out to record, so that you can post, right? It keeps me accountable. So now we're on to front delts. They've had a decent amount of time to rest. And I just stay with the lightweight because, again, the front delts are pretty taxed. And these 15, like, because usually I go a lot heavier. I can do 30 pounds with this. But 15s actually felt pretty good, man. Like, it felt like I was working. So I just stayed with 15s the entire time. And if you notice, like, my form, right? So quality over quantity, right? So I'm locking the shoulders back when I do this. Like, I'm rolling back the traps, if you will. Like, I'm rolling back my traps. Chest is up. So every single rep, man, I'm getting like the full contraction of all those muscle fibers every time I come up. And it is just a wonderful feeling, man. Like, to be able to like target the muscles you want to work and actually feel those things engage. And look at the pump, man. Look at the pump. And I know, like, this is a push day, right? So everybody focuses a lot on chest, but man, shoulders, listen. You want that physique where you want that V taper, you gotta work your shoulders, man. And I'm definitely seeing the results of that. And the pump is just stupid. So shoulders, right? A lot of people forget about the rear delts. A lot of people don't give the rear delts the love that they need. And the thing is, right? So you can do your flies, excuse me, but you want to hit them from different angles, right? I want that, like, when I turn to the side, like, I don't disappear, right? I want the chest sticking out, and I want that back to be, like, so developed, and I want it to be present, man. So I figured, like, hey, let me throw these face pulls in. I was going to do rear pec deck flies, but that machine was being used, and the other one's for service. And I got a rant about LA Fitness, like, I like LA Fitness, like, but sometimes, man, the gyms, it's like, yo, every machine is, like, down for service. Like, come on, man. But ran over. So these face pulls, I use them with the bar because I didn't feel like walking to the other side of the gym to get all the ropes because that's where they were. I swear I'm about to start putting my I got a rope at home. I'm about to just start throwing it in my bag, man, and just having it with me. But knowing me, like, I'll forget it and leave it at the gym. So ran over. These face pulls, man, is just to show the rear delts and the traps, like the mid traps, just to show them a little bit of love. Because, again, I got the stringer on and I want those shoulders to be popping. So I just wanted to I really was chasing the pump at this point. I was really chasing the pump. And this is the last exercise to work like shoulders or anything like that. So, because after this, I'm gonna go to arms, and I know I've been talking the whole time, so I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, I like using machines sometimes at the end after a full, like, this is like a 2-hour workout. I like to use the machines because then I don't have to worry about balancing any weight. Like, I can just really isolate and focus on the muscle I'm trying to work. So, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the workout. Full workout's in the description. Give your boy a like. Give your boy a follow. Like, please subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that notification bell. Share the video. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the workout and if you tried out any of the techniques. Peace out. Oh, wait. I had to come back because, yo, listen, so the pump was stupid. So I was like, let me just capture the pump. But I didn't record this right. Like, number one, I got the camera in front of me. So it's blocking, like, you can't really see. And then I don't know how to pose. Like, I see people do it. Like, I've seen it. Like, but I've never competed. I really don't have any desire to compete. But I should probably learn how to pose because I be in the gym looking real crazy when I'm trying to capture my pump. But it is what it is. Like, it's just funny. I just wanted to get back on. So y'all don't think that, like, yo, what is he doing? Like, I just wanted to say I don't know how to pose, man. But I be trying to like flex and stuff like that. It's just hilarious. I just wanted to get on and roast myself. All right, I'm truly gone this time. Peace.